Hello, my name is Almonte, and I'm the owner of Evolution Corrective Bodywork, where we focus on helping people get out of pain by addressing the root cause, not just the symptoms. So today we have a client that suffered from low back pain due to heavy lifting in the gym and also his sedentary desk job. So let's find out if we can identify his issues and get him some relief.
Angel.
Nice to meet you. Talk to me, what we got going on?
I have some lower back pain and some mid back pain.
Okay.
You know, I've been lifting for about 12 years.
Okay.
Just recently, I'm having trouble doing deadlifts. And with the squat as well. I've been trying to max out, but it's just, my back pain is not letting me.
Okay.
I have a lot of very limited range of motion. You know, I can have trouble touching my toes.
And you feel it through here?
Yeah, all the way to my lower back.
And pulling? Okay. What do you do for work?
I mostly work in front of a computer, you know, working in a warehouse. Most of the time I'm sitting in front of a computer working with the system.
Okay, 5 days a week, like normal 9 to 5?
Yes.
Okay,
I try to get up and move as much as I can, but you know, when you're at the desk all day, it's just...
Get stiff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So any prior injuries or anything?
No prior injuries.
Yeah, just this low back issue?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple assessments, see what's going on, then get you on the table and get you some relief, brother.
Sounds good.
All right, so first thing I want you to do, I want you to go here, get to see where the mobility's at. So the goal is we want you to be flushed. So what's stopping you from going there?
I think my lat.
Lats pulling?
Yeah. I think so. And on this side, I think it's a little easier,
Yeah, you're going further back on this one for sure. Yep. So this one's less mobility?
Yes.
Yeah, and you pulling in the front, in the pec?
Yeah, it does. You just feel tired, so it's pulling a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. What about here? Not as much?
Not as much.
Yeah. Okay. Let me have you relax. Let's go overhead. See where you're at with that. How'd that feel?
Feels good. I think it's stretching.
Yeah, it's stretching. Yeah. Any restriction in the lat area? Any arcing in the back?
No. Yeah, a little arching in the back.
Yeah, I see that.
But no pain really. Just...
No pain. Good. That's how you relax. Let me have you scoot up a little bit. And I'm gonna have you just go straight up as far as you can. So to your side, yep, just like that. And stop. So that's what you got right there?
Goes, yeah.
Really? What's stopping you?
Under my shoulder blade, I feel a little lower.
A little lower?
Right there, around that area, yeah.
Okay.
It almost feels like a little more inside than...
Okay. What about through here? Is that stopping you at all?
I don't think it's just my deltoid not moving, but it's not. There's no pain. Just I can't bend it forward.
Gotcha. Let's try this one. Compare. It's a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, big difference, right?
Yes, definitely.
That's crazy.
I don't feel anything on this side.
No, just on that right side. And you're right-handed, correct?
Yes.
Gotcha. That's how you relax. And I'm gonna have you go here first. That looks good. Not bad. How you feel through here?
It's pulling a lot here.
Yeah.
It almost feels good, like you're stretching it.
Let's try the other side. So relax that one. How's this one feel?
It feels, I don't know, I actually feel a little pain on where my thumb is.
Right there.
Where it feels like I'm almost squeezing there.
Yeah, okay. Is it pulling on this side too?
More on my deltoid.
More on the deltoid, got you. Now let's try this one. Okay, what's stopping you from interlocking those hands?
I'm thinking I'm just big, but I guess that's the wrong answer.
Right, that's funny. You feel more restriction here or up here?
On my left. Yeah, this can't go up anymore.
Yeah.
And this is as far as it goes down.
Gotcha. Let's switch to compare.
What?
Interesting. How's this one feel?
On my right side, my shoulder is like my deltoid doesn't let me.
All of this?
Yeah.
Just pulling?
Yeah, this is as far as it lets me go.
Yep. Okay. Relax. Then let me have you turn around. All right, let's see how those hips are doing. So first thing I want you to do, I want you to balance on one leg. So I want it up here, and I want that foot to relax. We want to see what this is doing. How you feeling there?
I feel like my foot is turning inward.
Yep, more towards that wall, like shifting that way. Gotcha.
Like instead of standing straight, I have to do this to balance myself.
Yep, let's switch. Bring that up a little bit more. How's that one feel?
Actually, this one doesn't feel as like that one. This one I can start face straight.
More stable for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
And actually, this is kind of. My IT band feels kind of tight.
It's like pulling on you?
Well, yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay.
This right here.
Okay. That's the first thing I'm gonna have you do. I'm gonna have you just lay down it on your back. So I want you to arc your back. Yeah, just like that. And then flatten it, relax it, arc it again. What do you feel there? Tension?
Tension.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna bring your legs up here. So hold that up for me. So I'm about to test your core. So I'm expecting that your low back's gonna compensate, but we gotta make sure. So deep breath. Press against me right here. What you feeling?
My abs are kind of weak.
Yeah. Did you feel your low back come in?
I think a little bit again. Can you try it?
Yeah, we'll try it again. Yep. Deep breath. Keep breathing. Push against me. Yeah.
Yeah, right there, my lower back is starting to arc.
Right.
Compensate.
Right side?
Yeah.
Yeah, right side. Gotcha. So I'm gonna press you here, you're gonna press against me, and we're trying to get this glute to activate. If you feel your low back, just let me know. Deep breath. Press against me. What you feel there? Relax. What you feel there?
No, I don't think I felt.
Did you feel your glute activate, or did you feel like low back or hamstring?
Oh, my glute for sure.
Glute for sure? Yeah. Let's try the other side. So bring that up. Press against me. How's that one feel?
Yeah, I feel this side.
You feel that side. Got you. Got you. So here, even though it's very slight, you can see that right hip is hiked up. So it'd be the shorter leg. And that could just come from just everyday, just life. Just sitting the wrong way, compensating during your workouts, and just that slight difference in the hips to throw your whole workout off, throw your everyday life off. So that's why his right side is more compressed, and he feels it more on his right side than anything. First thing I want you to do is just touch your toes as far as you can, because I know you had that limitation, without pain. You feel that?
Yeah.
You're good right there?
Yeah, I kind of feel it pulling from my hamstrings.
Yep, So the next,
that's as far as it goes.
Yep. So the next thing I'm gonna have you do is come up a little bit. Keep that tension, keep looking up, keep looking up. Keep going down, as far as you can. That's it. How's here? Is this hard for you to do? Like to keep that tension?
I feel it more on my hamstrings, honestly.
More your hamstrings? So you're not feeling too much activation?
No, not
through
there.
here? Not much?
Mean, only from the squeeze.
Yeah, but not so much?
Yeah, I don't feel any pulling, any discomfort, nothing.
Any low back pain?
Actually, right there.
Right there?
Yeah, I think it goes from there, and then the hamstrings just feel tight. There's no pain, it's just, I just feel that that's what's stopping the movement.
Gotcha.
And then I feel some discomfort here.
In that low back. March in place a little bit. I'm gonna let you know when to stop. Relax. Just relax there. So a couple things we'll see here based off just what he has going on and what he's been telling me. So if you see the back of their palms, whenever they're just at rest, that means they have forward shoulders, and that comes from sedentary lifestyle, just too much repetitive motion that's forward, so that'll compress that pecs and all of that. So he has the forward shoulders for sure. So that's causing a lot of that mid-back pain because it works against the pecs. And then also if we look here, we'll see that this shoulder is elevated compared, because we got these hips that are uneven, so that's driving that shoulder up too. So that's why that right side is having way more symptoms than this left side. So to address these issues, I'm definitely gonna release the pecs, pec minor, all these muscles that bring the shoulder forward, lats, subscap, which is part of your rotator cuff. We got this upper trap that helps elevate, so we're gonna get that going. We got this QL that you have one on each side and they hip hike. So this one is gonna be overactive because of that raised hip, so I'm gonna deal with that as well. And hopefully that helps relieve that low back pain, gets his core activating again, and start getting them better posture, and then we can start strengthening these back muscles and get them going.
Oh, that hurts.
You're right.
Cursor feels great.
Just feeling for how the tissue feels. Like, I'm looking for a certain feel, if it like bounces back at me, which is kind of what I want, or if it's just stiff. So just testing out the tissue before we get started. Tender on this side as well?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel one on that trap.
On this trap? Yeah, for sure. That's the one that's elevated a little bit. Oh, that's tender. Yeah. What I'm doing now is just a dynamic warm up, just to get that tissue warm before I get in there with intention and some deep pressure. And this is usually real tender on most people because we live in a forward society. So all of this is overstretched. So to be tender to the touch, mid back, rotator cuff. Yeah, so we're just getting through that arm line, just rotator cuff, triceps, just warming all that up. Pressure's fine? Yeah, all good. So I'm working the upper trap through here, but that's a real sensitive area for almost anybody. So to like distract the body a little bit, I like rub on the back of the neck, suboccipitals. Sometimes that helps relax the area, relax the client. So right now I'm just opening up those lats, that helping him go overhead and things like that. Especially when he's elevated on this right side over there, that'll compress this side on this lat. So we're just opening that up a little bit. Deep breaths. Good job. There we go. There's a lot of muscles that attach to the scapula. So the goal is to be able to get complete underneath, but a lot of people just don't have that thoracic mobility to get underneath. So we just got to get in there as much as we can, and then as we keep going further sessions, we'll get deeper in there, but just to get those muscles all around it. Much better there.
Yeah, that actually feels less tense or less tight.
Yeah, compared to this one.
Yeah, like now I can definitely feel this higher.
That's why I like to ask like clients, like after I do one side, like how does this side feel compared to the other side? And that just gives them more awareness of their own body. Because now he knows that this side is like that tight because this side is not relaxed. So it's good, just good feedback.
Yeah.
That was tight. Yeah, that was tight.
Yeah, as soon as you touch it, it just...
A little bit rotator cuff, but this trap is way tighter because it's elevated. So once I flip them over, I'm gonna stretch this side and stuff, lengthen that, but not so much on this side, keep it even. There we go. So that was the muscle letting go, going back where it wants to be. So anytime people talk about knots, it's not an actual knot, it's just, restriction in the muscle, restriction in the fascia. So we're just bringing back awareness to the body where it wants to be. That's all I'm doing. Everything wants to already go back in place, just guiding it.
You kind of feel like a pop.
Yeah, did you? Yeah.
Like a pop, and then you just feel like it released.
There we go. Yeah, this side's really tight. So with this dynamic move that I do, it hits a few muscles in one. So we got upper traps, levator, rhomboid, all of those. That's why we're going towards the spine, but we don't want to get too close to put too much pressure on the spine. And we just let the muscle guide us, the muscles. So I'm just going with the pace of the muscles, what it's letting me do. breaths. There we go. Oh, you felt that?
Yeah.
So it's a slow movement because we're just letting the muscles guide us. Feel that difference? So anytime after I do that dynamic movement with the upper traps, levator, rhomboids, you want to make sure that neck is fine. You always want to make nice with the neck because it's all connected through there. So you want to make sure you touch the neck because it has a lot to do with it as well. And sometimes that dynamic move doesn't get all of it, so that levator, so I'll do something else to calm it down as well. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, that levator, so it's the rest of it that I didn't get on that first go around. And this lat is tight, but not the same type of tightness as the other side, because that upper trap, since this is elevated, the lats and the upper traps work against each other. So this lat will be an issue too, just differently than the other side. So this will be why I moved the arm, because movement is medicine, like any type of movement. So we're doing like some active movement, just helping that shoulder move, helping release the muscle. So right now I'm working on his serratus. Good job. Yeah, that trap feels much better, man. I like it. I like it. There we go. Ain't that tender?
Yeah.
That's tender through there?
Yeah, right there. That's
Real tender? What about on this side?
not as much.
Not so much. So we're dealing more here?
Yeah, if you go a little lower, right there. Oh, yeah.
That's where it's tender?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's where it starts, I think.
Then it goes lower?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Good to know. So because of that slight hip height difference, that QL and through here, that's gonna be a little bit tighter. So I was just checking to make sure we're on the same page with it, because it's his body, so gotta make sure he's feeling it. How's that in the hamstring?
Really
Tight?
tight. Yeah, feels great.
She said it feels great. Got you. That tender too?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right there.
Deep breaths. Good job. So right now we're working through these hamstrings, which everybody feels like they have tight hamstrings, but they're tight for different reasons. You know, we use them on almost everything we do. Walking, stand. If you stand all day, you're using your hamstrings, so they take a lot of the brunt of stuff. They like to take over for the glutes, which they help the glute with hip extension, so they'll take over a lot, and the glutes don't do the job. So hamstrings do a lot of work. And it is tender in your calf?
Yeah, on
More than,
yeah, right there.
more laterally than inside?
Yeah, more on this side.
More on the inside?
Yeah, right
or
there.
outside? Yeah, gotcha. So now we're working the calf muscle, the gastrocs. And a lot of times when you have that hip height, that short leg, all of this laterally, very common that'll all be tight, from biceps femoris, which is like the lateral hamstring, to that lateral side of the calf, which you said it was way more tender. That's like a common thing you'll see throughout this whole line. It just be real tight, intense. Go. Very preventable. It's just We all have imbalances through just our history, our everyday life, and what we do for work, a sport or anything. It's just we have to be aware of those imbalances. And every day we gotta do things that are gonna help us. So if you sit all day, 9 to 5, when you get home, do things that are gonna help open up that posture and things like that every single day. Your workout should be centered around like your imbalances. So that's the things we could do to help prevent a lot of the symptoms that come with what we do every day. Doing all right over there?
Great.
Yeah. You're one of the only people to say that, man. That's good. Yeah. So we're working on some deep hip rotators. So we got piriformis, that's like the main one people know about. That's one of the main muscles that's related to sciatica. But there's a bunch of little different muscles that make up these deep hip rotators. So if these are tight and overworking on lockdown, that hip mobility is not gonna be too good. Good job. How you doing on this side? Doing better?
Yeah.
Doing better. How's this side feeling?
Yeah. Well, this I feel this little tight.
This side is tight?
Like when I flex, for some reason I feel it
Throughout this low back?
like right here.
Mm-hmm. But nothing on this left side, correct?
No.
Got you.
This one.
Nothing here?
No.
Got you. So with a hip height difference, like the body works from top to bottom, side to side. So hip hike, this side's gonna have some symptoms too. So this glute medius, this will usually be real tight. So that's what I was feeling, just to see who was feeling there.
Oh yeah, that's tight.
Good job. So I was on that glute medius, what I was touching before. So I just had him lift his leg up, and that'll expose the muscle. Then I just have him relax and I sink into it. So that's a little technique I use sometimes to get in there a little bit better. A little tender.
Yeah.
Good job.
That one hurts.
And this side's not nearly close as tight as the other one, so I don't have to do as much work here. There we go. Good job. One of my favorite ways to get at the QL, which is one of the muscles that hikes up the hip, is from the side. And then I'm gonna have him help me out with some movement, and that should create some space through here for him. So just let me know when I find a tender spot and we'll get started with this. That's tender?
From there, like down is where you start.
Down, got you. So deep breaths. So what I'm gonna have you do with this top leg, I'm gonna have you come back. I know, right? It's like a workout. And then I'm gonna have you come forward. Come back, come forward. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Yep, get started, brother. There we go. There we go. Yep, and keep breathing. Perfect. Yeah, so we're just doing a little active release for him. Movement is medicine. Movement is medicine. So I'm pinning the muscle, and it helps him not focus on the pain as much by him actually having something to do. Good job.
Oh, I think I'm able to go further down every time.
Yeah, we working it little by little. Little by little, we working it.
Yeah, because this is usually what I do at home.
Oh, really?
I do this stretch backwards. It helps me release that tension, but right now I don't really feel it like I used to.
Good job, brother.
Oh.
So this would be a little bit of SI joint, which should go out of whack too. So we can just do a little work here, nothing crazy. This SI joint is just ligaments to help support. So if the muscles around it, like the glutes, supports the core, stuff like that, if they're not functioning the way they need to, the SI joint will do a little bit more work, a little bit more than what it needs to. So to get aggravated. Sometimes it's both sides, sometimes it's just one side. You just gotta listen to the body. Good job. It feels better through there?
Great.
Yeah. Yeah, don't want to do too much in there. It feels better though. It was a little wonky in there, man. Cause that side's pretty good. The left side, that's not bad at all. The SI joint. Good job. So now that I got him on his back face up, we're gonna work on a lot of those muscles that are making him go forward and causing a lot of that mid-back pain. Pecs, subscap, more lat, got some bicep, delts. So we'll go through there. How was that? Restriction? Yeah. Could be worse, not too bad. So which side is tighter when I put him in this position?
Both tight in different places. This is tight right here on the pec and a little bit on my lat, lower lat, I think it is.
Got you, makes sense.
And this I think is just around my pec and shoulder.
More delt?
More on my front delt.
So one thing I like to check for, aside from the mobility and stuff, is whether that bicep tendon is out of place, because usually when you're so forward, it'll get displaced and that'll cause a lot of pain too in front of the shoulder. So, yeah. You feel it? Yeah.
Actually, when you started explaining it, something made sense.
Did it? Yeah, it's real common. Real common.
Like the way that I've been feeling, so that's why when I try to put my hands on my back, like clasp it, and stretch, and I feel it.
Yeah, it's that bicep tendon goes through over here. Yep.
Oh, that was painful.
Yeah. Good job. Deep breaths.
Oh,
perfect.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, delta stuck. Yeah, it's real stuck. Good job.
Oh, that hurt.
Good job. So now I'm gonna get under that pec major and get to that pec minor, which is main role is to roll the shoulder forward. So it's a small muscle, but it has a big function. It causes a lot of issues. Yeah, I know, right? Deep breaths. Yeah. This might be one of the worst things. Yeah.
Oh, it feels good.
There we go. Good job, brother. So right now I'm going through that subscap, one of the rotator cuff muscles, and it internally rotates. So you gotta get in that armpit, but you gotta be careful. There's a lot of different nerves and things in there, so you gotta know where it's really at. But it's a very powerful muscle. Causes a lot of issues in the shoulders. Good job. So subscap, it'll be really tight because of the roll forward shoulders as well. That's a part of its function. And it'll work against those other rotator cuff muscles that are on the backside. There we go. Deep breath.
Oh.
Good job. It was tight, brother. How's it feel right now?
I feel lighter.
Feel lighter? I like that. And you said this when you were feeling it pec and lat, correct?
Yeah, like here. And this from up here. Oh yeah, right out there.
Yep. Got you. You hit the gym, huh? What you got tomorrow?
I'm gonna hit legs. I haven't hit legs in 2 weeks.
Oh, there we go.
And I haven't been able to deadlift in 2 months.
2 months, man. That's wow. Deep breaths. Good job. Took that like a champ. Good job.
Honestly, that was my favorite part. I felt great.
That's your favorite part?
Like it's a lot of pain, but it's like being released.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
just-
So now I move on back down to lower body to finish up a little bit, because with that QL, especially on this right side, you don't want to hit the QL and not address the psoas, which they play tug of war with each other. They're attached at the same places, so they really work against each other. So you really want to address that hip flexor as well. Deep breaths from me. That's good. So what I'm gonna have you do is bring this leg up for me. Yeah, just like that. A little bit more, just like that. Relax that low back. Now slide it back down slowly. Yep, just like that. Yep, yes sir. Back up. Yep, back and forth a couple times. Yeah, you feel that? Yeah. Doing some active release here too.
When it comes up.
Yep. There we go. One more time, just back down, that's it. Relax that low back. Good job. I know you felt that. Yeah.
Pressing on my hip flexor, I could feel it all the way. I guess where it attaches, I can feel it inside.
Oh yeah,
kind of wrapping
yeah.
around.
Oh yeah, it's deep in there. Yep.
Which is crazy, you know, because when I try to stretch, I can't do the same thing.
Exactly, yeah. And fun fact, so usually hip flexors will be tight for different reasons. They could be overworking, they could be underworking. But the right side will usually be tighter because it's the driving leg. So that's just something to think about. That when you wonder why your right side's tighter, just think about what you do every day. Driving is what almost everybody does. Because this side is tight, but not like that side. Not as bad, right? No, yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna just do this one over here. Just deep breaths. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Let's see. So I'm just feeling how my work is held up, like, cause you can work the neck when they're face up or face down. I like to do a little bit of both. So I'm just seeing how it feels right now. Now I'm gonna end off with a couple stretches based off what his imbalances are. So here I'm about to do a levator stretch. So that's one of the muscles that brings that shoulder up and shrugs it up. So it's gonna hit the upper trap too, so it's gonna get 2 in 1. And it's a PNF stretch, so I'm gonna have him push against me, and that's gonna help him go deeper into the stretch for longer results. So first thing I'm just gonna have you do is just shrug up against me slightly. Yep, that's fine. Relax. Now I'm gonna have you push against my arm that's at your head, like slightly. Yep, just like that, yes sir. Relax. You feel that stretch?
Yeah.
Yep. So now I want you to do both at the same time by equal pressure. So yep, perfect. And keep breathing. Relax. time. Good. Relax. Perfect. How was that? It was good? There we go. So the reason why you probably usually shouldn't like perform the stretch on both sides, because the body's not gonna be balanced from side to side. It's gonna be, one side's gonna have something else, other side's gonna have something else. So if you do on both sides, you're kind of defeating the purpose. This side was elevated, so you wanna get this down and just stimulate this one, but not stretch it. So you wanna bring balance back into the body, not do the opposite. So that feels much better. Well, last time you stretched these, pecs? It's been a while.
I kind of just, the only stretch I do is when like my hands in the back.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna put you here. I just want you to feel it a little bit through here. So let me know when you just start to feel a little stretch. Feel it?
Right, that's where I started feeling it.
Give me a slight push through here, just like we did with the neck. Relax. So we get deeper, there we go. One more time. Push. There we go, push. Relax. Great. Good stretch.
Yeah, I feel it.
All through there, right? All through those fibers.
From the bottom to
That's what I want.
delt.
Yep, get all those fibers. Good. So this is really gonna help just finish off the work we did with the pecs. That's pulling everything forward. Just to do some PNF on those too. Let me know when you first feel it through here.
There we go.
A little bit. Yeah, sometimes you gotta play with those angles. So just push slightly. Relax. All through here. Perfect, that's what I want. Push one more time. Relax. Perfect. Deep breaths. Put your hands on your side. Press against me. Ah, look at
There's
us.
no way.
No way. You got your core?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about, man. No more shaking, much better. Still got some work to do there to like actually strengthen it. That was better. Let's do it again. Let me have you pull your belly button in this time. Pull your belly button in like somebody's gonna punch you in the stomach. Yep, just like that. And relax that neck. Push against me. Yes, sir. Core. It's tough though, right? Yeah, you're not used to it.
But it's not, I don't feel my lower back.
It's not like it was before.
No.
You just gotta teach that
It
core.
felt weak before.
Yeah, but now it's activating.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I definitely feel activated more.
Now we just gotta teach it to activate all the time. So we got that back out the way. So just arc your back like we did in the beginning. That's better. No discomfort, no pain.
Not at all.
I love it, man, I love it. Relax it.
It also feels like I'm stretching it. It feels like.
Instead of pain. Yeah, good. All right, so I'll just have you stand up and we'll recheck a couple things. How you feel just standing up?
Lighter.
Lighter.
And my shoulders. I felt like I was like this.
Yeah. Now to just relax and want to sit back properly.
Yeah, actually my back is, I don't feel this.
Rounded, yeah.
Sometimes I try to stand straight, but it eventually slowly rounds down.
Yeah.
No?
It wants to stay there.
Actually, sometimes it's just hard to do. Yeah.
That's good, man. I like it. So we're just gonna recheck a couple things to see how much you progress. So I'm back against the wall. So first, let's go here, see where you at. Ha! There we go. We touching the wall now. How'd that feel compared to what we did before?
I mean, this feels, I didn't know I could do this actually.
You didn't know you could do that? You can do it now.
I thought it was just normal.
Yeah, perfect, man. That's the mobility we want right there. Relax it. Overhead was fine for the most part, right? Let's just do it just to see if it improved at all. Still easy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was already pretty good, but you're going kind of all the way back. Yeah, relax it. So scoot up a little bit. Now let's do this one. That's the one. There you go.
There's no way.
Yeah, there you go. Let's do that one. Relax that one, yeah. Both good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it,
This is amazing, man.
Yeah, I love it, man. Relax.
And no, I don't feel soreness, I don't feel discomfort. It usually just feels tight.
Yeah, but that feels
when
good.
I was doing this, it just didn't feel pain, it just felt tight. But now,
And you were stopping like over
yeah,
here
it was
somewhere.
like here. I felt like my delta was in the way.
Yep. Not anymore.
No.
Yep. And let's turn around and do these again. Yeah, just one behind your back first, whichever one you choose. How's that feel for you? Better?
But way better.
Less pulling?
Yeah, I feel like I'm just stretching.
Yeah, feels normal. Yeah, that's pretty good too. It's good range. Let's do the other one. Very good, very good.
This one's not as...
It's pretty easy for you too? Yeah,
No, this one's a little harder, but it's still more than before, for sure.
gotcha. Relax it. Now let's do this one. This one might still be hard, but we'll see if we got some improvement there. Talk to me.
Yeah, this one I do feel some more pulling on this side, but this higher than earlier, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Feels a little bit easier than earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Let's do the other side. Yep. How's that one feel? More restriction here or here?
Here, same as the other side.
Yeah, more here, so we gotta get that mobility better. Internal rotation, yeah. But better though?
Yeah.
Good, good.
Like it's not uncomfortable. I just feel like it's stretching. Like it's more of my body now.
Yep. So relax. Turn around again. Now let's check the last thing that you really had an issue with. So, touching those toes, go slowly. Oh man. Now come up halfway. Shoulder down and back. So down, back, head up. How's that feel? We doing better there?
Yeah, still my hamstrings, but
Hamstrings tight?
yeah.
How was it going all the way down to touch your toes? Easier, harder?
Well, I was able to touch him.
Oh, you weren't able to touch them before?
No, I think I was like about right here.
Uh-huh. So now we all the way down.
More mobility. Still feel some on my hamstrings, but actually
Much better through here.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely better.
Yeah, it doesn't feel. Yeah, this is the part that's looser. My hamstrings still kind of tight. I can definitely go all the way down.
Good, good.
It feels great actually. And I could do it fast.
There we go. I like it.
Ooh.
So since we've seen that he improved a lot of the movements that we did prior to the session, core activation, the mobility. So it doesn't stop after this session because this is only an hour compared to he's with himself all day, every day. So what he does every day is what's gonna matter the most for this sticking. So we can already see remember how these were round in the beginning, just naturally. And now that he's resting, they're just sitting where they're supposed to be. So the goal is to keep it like that. So what I would assign him is pec stretches, nothing really against the wall because it's really easy to overstretch. So usually I like to give a gravity stretch. So you can lay on a bench and just let them hang for about a minute or two, bring them back up, let them hang. That's really gonna open all this up. Every single day I would do it. And then since we're dealing with the roundedness, you wanna work these muscles that are working against it. So a lot of pulling variations, rhomboids, mid traps, lats, strengthening all of that. And then along with these upper traps that wanna elevate, especially because he's at a desk, just a couple upper strap stretches, levator, things like that is gonna keep that relaxed. So pecs, upper traps, activating, strengthening all these mid-back muscles, these stabilizers, that's gonna help. Some mobility, thoracic mobility. There's a lot of things to do. You don't wanna give too much at one time because you actually want the client to be able to not be overwhelmed with it. So I'll give them a few, and then next session, we'll progress, give them more, and then we just keep adding on to it because it's a process. So based off everything we did today, from pre-assessment to what we did on the table and what we saw afterwards, we saw a lot of improvement, but we wanted to stick. So along with his take-home exercises, I'm gonna give him a few, see how that goes for him. He comes back, I recommend once or twice a month, preferably twice a month. And then as he keeps getting better, as his workouts get easier, he gets stronger, things start activating the way they should. His workouts are gonna get easier. His body's gonna want to be in this posture because posture is very complex. you don't want to be rounded. You know, you don't want to be stuck there. You know what I mean? So it's okay to live there a little bit, but if you can't control it, that's when we start to have an issue. And he wasn't able to control that posture. So now he's able to control it. We want to stay there and be strong in all areas. So I'm glad you got some results today, man. It's just,
Definitely.
let me know if you have any questions with the take-home exercises. Like, this session doesn't stop here. Like, this is an hour, but I'm available. I want you to get to where you need to get to. So let's get going, man.
I appreciate that.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes, sir. My pleasure.